to magically figure out that they was in the wrong or they was in the right. How do we as individuals be able to bring those things together to kind of say and get to a point to where like we can't be cool, but we could be cordial. Go ahead, Madam D.
You know, just because they're family, sometimes relationships are not mendable because it takes two people to mend a relationship, and you can be nice or whatever. If that person has a certain attitude about them and they just not forgiving of what they thought you did wrong to them or whatever, some relationships are just not mendable. And then some people have so much drama that it gets to a point that the family as a whole get tired and start ignoring them, and like, we're not doing this, every year is something, we're not doing it this year.
Yeah, but it goes back to what Miss Nikki was saying with the long handle spoon, and you said it yourself earlier. Said, and that's what I'm saying. We should all be we should all be cordial with each other. That doesn't mean we cool. It means that we're gonna be cordial and grown about it. Go ahead, Miss Dream.
I was just getting ready to say, I think because I do try to stay out of the mess, I think all things are fixable with time. And I just figure it's how you decide to move on from a situation. Because sometimes the person that's really in the egregious wrong, if they don't recognize it, because it's a communication piece. And because people, at the end of the day, I find that a majority of things are because lack of communication or poor communication, and of course, feelings. And if you're not necessarily in an intimate relationship with them, I think things can be healed and you can just choose to keep it moving and just like my daughter said, I guess, pretend or just don't even deal with it. Because I feel like sometimes things are just too emotionally draining. And like
Yes,
you
but
said, when you're not paying
it
your bill,
also it also but if you keep putting it off and putting it off, it can rise up into something. Then you had a function and they say something, and then you say like it's on site. We got family members. I personally have family members that will not go to places because it's on site. 'Cause
I don't know. What do you mean it's on site? But I think that's because of both of them and their ways they choose to react.
well,
Because
it's more than one person, but on site means if
uh,
I see you, I'm going to swing.
oh,
No talking, no apologizing. It's on site. That's what that means.
I don't think I personally don't have any of that type of dynamic. So that's, I don't know, it's either good or bad, but I think all of that comes with a level of maturity and I guess self awareness. And I don't know, I just feel like at the end of the day, life is too short for me to ever engage physically based on whatever feeling or emotion
Right.
is impacting me.
And we
Well,
too
can I say
human.
something? I'm sorry. Can I say something that you say that because you are emotionally healthy? A lot of people have a lot of past traumas that they just can't get over or refuse to get over. That's why a lot of, like, especially in family situations, and a lot of times it's over money or past grievances that never got handled in a timely manner or in a proper manner to where you could sit down and talk to the person and get, like you say, get it all out and come to an understanding to where you could actually be in the same room and be cordial. But some people just hold on to grudges for generations, like the Hatfields and McCoys. So the on-site mentality, that's where the on-site mentality come from. I have this big old grudge, whatever. I feel I'm right, you're wrong, and now every time I see you, it's going up. I want that, I need that, and yeah, when I see you, it's going to be chaos and mayhem, and then maybe after I get it out, I could be cordial with you. That's how a lot of people think nowadays. A lot of people think a lot because people still don't go to therapy or speak to people that they could actually get good advice from. A lot of people don't have that. That's where a lot of that mentality come from. I'm sorry, that's just because I'm a lot around a lot of toxic people, so I see it. And this in the last couple of years, I'm learning to be accountable and speak on it. So I'm trying to be healthy in my thinking and my behavior. So that's how I come up with that.
And that's you know what though, you know, being that's absolutely true. A lot of times, and that's what I was saying earlier. If you keep pushing stuff down, you keep pushing stuff down, you keep pushing stuff down, there's going to be an explosion. And then, but the
Think
thing, go ahead, Dream.
think you necessarily push, like I don't push stuff down. I just don't engage in, like she said, I really don't engage in toxic behavior, no matter what it is or who it is. Not even with my own children. I don't necessarily engage. I'm gonna let you know and keep it moving. So whatever the situation is, I take you for who you are. And I know who you are and what you are, and I'm gonna make you
And
aware.
deal with them accordingly. I understand. And that, but sometimes, and this is just a people thing. Sometimes people mistake that for weakness. Like you could talk slick at the mouth with folks, and they, and you holding it, you standing 10 toes down, and you're doing your thing. But sometimes people just take that and be like, all right, I'm gonna keep pushing and pushing because what they want to do is they want to be the victim. They want to be the one that everybody has attention on. So what do? They get slick at the mouth. And we all know we got family members, friends, even significant others that be slick with the mouth. They say stuff because they want you to pop off, and then they say, see, that's what they pop off. The one of the first things you got to remember is you have to acknowledge your part in what's going in the situation. Whether you're 1% and they're 99%, or it's 50-50, you have to acknowledge your part in the situation to be the way it was before you can get anywhere. If you Before you get anywhere, and then stop being so defensive when somebody's telling you things or something else, or you get offended. Somebody get offended with what you saying. Go ahead, Dr. Fab.
See, I guess I'm that different kind of person because people can think that I'm upset or I'm being facetious or anything. And I just take it as if they can think what they want to think. But I never listen, maybe I should apologize or whatever, but because I'm thinking, well, you thinking I'm upset or you're thinking what you're thinking, but I'm saying you're thinking totally wrong. And I guess I should have a conversation to say or ask because I have this young lady all the time. She'll pass right by and she's someone that I need to speak to at work or talk to at work. But because she doesn't say anything to me, I guess a child could be on fire and I wouldn't say anything to her because I'm like, listen, you need me about as much as I need you, but I don't say anything because she vexes my spirit and I just keep going. Keep going. I know Andreen knew that word vex because that's what the Jamaican people say. You vex my spirit's mind. So you know, I she just vexed my spirit. Every time I see her, I just want to just go, ugh. But
and,
I
and
don't.
I think we all have somebody that you don't necessarily dislike them, but just something about them. And most of our battles are in the spirit realm anyway.
At the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, like what we say is like there are some people. It's like will say like my spirit don't take them. Like
Yeah, I could just walk and just see her and not see her. She's like an invisible person to me because it's her attitude. And I say the world don't owe her nothing. Who does she think she is? I'm just as grand as you are. So therefore,
On the behalf of myself, DFG, Chocolate Pearl, Apple, and Bean, we want to thank you for watching our show. Please come back, like, share, and subscribe. Peace.